Hey guys, it is me again. It is still Saturday, July 4th, 4th of July, 2026. I wanted to share something with y'all that something that I learned, and I think it is a very, very good a tip for two very good reasons. I saw a creator, and I'm not sure, I think it was Coastal Maj. I think that's who it was. She said that at the end of an open play game, no matter where you are, in a public place or in someone's private home, it is good courtesy, good etiquette at the end of the game to rebuild the walls. That way, the next time they sit down to play, the walls are ready to go, and it would just be the very polite thing to do. I thought that is awesome. I love that. That would be amazing because next time you go and you sit down to play, the walls are already ready to go. They're mixed and everything. But something came up yesterday when I was at a fundraiser open play. I got to play for the first time on automatic tables. It was awesome. I went to Teed Up indoor golf in, it's either Webster, Clear Lake, or League City. But it's called Teed Up. And she has a Maj room with 4 automatic tables, and we bought tickets, and it was to support something, but it included a an Americana lunch and all that. So I got to play on the tables. I played 3 rounds of 3. It's very eye opening. I'm so glad I got to do it. But talking to the other ladies there, it's really a small community for so many people playing Mahjong in Houston and the surrounding areas. You see the same people at the same events. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about because somebody walked in that caused a buzz, so to speak. But there are some people that drove all the way from Katy. And, if you're familiar with Houston, to go from one side of Houston to the other, it could be 2 hours. And there I was from Mont Bellevue. We had some people from the LaPorte ladies group was there. So you see the same people all over. And one told me a story of something that happened in a very well-known woman's home who hosts Mahjong open plays, and she has a very large, let's just say, no, it's not a facility. I don't want anybody to think I'm talking about a certain person that something's called. It's her home, and she has a very large room to play Mahjong in. I think she's got a lot of tables, maybe 9 or more. It's a very large place. This lady said that when she was there playing and everything was done, it was later. One of the people who provided a Mahjong tile set reported back that when she got home, she was missing 3 jokers. When she told me that threw up my spidey senses for a reason. And that is because I was at an open play with the same Facebook group. I had brought my traditional tiles, and when I got there, there was an open seat, so I joined a table and left my tiles in the cart. Well, some more people started showing up, and they had all come straight from church and didn't have tiles. And I said, use mine. And so they set up next to me, the table next to me, and they played. It was like a 4-hour session, maybe 2. 12:30, yeah, 2-hour session. And when I got home and sanitized my tiles, I was missing one. And I immediately thought, oh, I fell on the floor. I got lost in the pocket of the bag. I tore my stuff apart. It's gone. It is literally gone. Now, thankfully, I had 2 extra jokers because that's a traditional set. So I'm able to replenish, but now I have only 1 extra joker. So I'm very, very careful with them now. So keeping this in mind, when this lady told me that somebody was missing 3 jokers, I thought, okay, that's not a coincidence. That cannot be a coincidence. So keeping in mind, resetting the walls, the first point being courteous, the second point to audit, to count, to make sure you're leaving with all your tiles. That's a very sad thing to say. But I have a thought on this. And I said to the lady, I said, you know what? Somebody is stealing tiles and making jewelry out of them to make money. And there's two reasons why I think that. Number one, I did it, but I did it with my own set. I cannibalized my own set. I'm going to pick the camera up and show you the rest of my tiles. Right there. I cannibalized my own set to make gifts for the fundraiser I did. Here's point two. Several years ago, when a farmer's market retail trade day sort of thing was implemented in my hometown of Liberty, a very popular item at this market were garden benches made out of old Chevy truck tailgates. It was a very popular item, cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, that they repurposed these tailgates into benches. Guess what started happening shortly after? You got it. Chevy tailgates, Dodge tailgates, Ford Ranger tailgates started coming up missing because people were cannibalizing these trucks that were either new or old but not theirs and making benches to sell. A long story to say, 2 points for resetting your walls even though you're not playing another game. Number one, it's courteous for the hostess to reset the walls. Number two is to make very sure all the tiles are there. With that said, a lot of people agreed with me that we need to have a sting. With that said, very sad to say, keep your eyes on your tiles. Make sure you have them all when you get there. Make sure you have them all when you leave. Have a good Saturday.